Welcome to Bella's Bargains, where everything is from the Dollar Tree. And why? Because everything at the Dollar Tree is $1, people. $1. This is Effingham. My cow, he goes with me sometimes. Hope you'll stick around and consider subscribing. I'm just an average man with an average life. I work from 9 to 5. Hey, hell, I pay the price. All I wanted to be is left alone in my average home. But why do I always feel like I'm in the twilight zone? And I always feel like somebody's watching me, and I have no privacy. Oh, I always feel like somebody's watching me. Tell me, is it just a dream? When I come home at night, I'd lock the door real tight. People call me on the phone. I'm trying to avoid. Well, people on the TV can the people on TV see me, or am I just paranoid? Wow. When I'm in the shower, I'm afraid to wash my hair because I might open my eyes and find someone standing there. People say I'm crazy, just a little touched. But maybe showers remind me of Psycho just too much. That's why I always feel like somebody's watching me, and I get no privacy. Oh, I always feel like somebody's watching me. Who's playing tricks on me? Who's watching me? Are the neighbors watching me? Who's watching? Is the mailman watching me? Who's watching? Tell me, who's watching? I don't feel safe anymore. Oh, what a mess. I wonder who's watching me now. Who? The IRS? I always feel like somebody's watching me, and I have no privacy. Whoa, I always feel like somebody's watching me. Tell me, is it just a dream? Whoa, I always feel like somebody's watching me. Oh, you guys are. Welcome to Bella's Bargains, you guys. My name is Amy. All right. So, first of all, today is an extra wacko day. It's a Sunday. Why are you getting a video on the Sunday? Because I didn't finish it on Wednesday. And I really need to get it up. That's what she said. Anyway, I see to get this video done. I've put all the Halloween stuff away. But I had to do these because I did them for the wedding. But I wanted to show them to you so I could pack them away. Because I still, wait, today is Friday. What day is it? Wait, I have to think about this because that's not right because I'm filming on Thursday. So it'll be 30, 29, 28, 20. When you're watching this, it's 27 days till the wedding, which is 3.5 weeks. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I'll get there. So I made these for the wedding. So I thought I'd pop on and do a little quick video and show you guys what I made for the wedding, but it's also very Halloween. So next year I'll pull them out and use them for Halloween. So it's the Day of the Dead. The Dollar Tree had so many Day of the Dead things this year. So that's why I sang that song. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Because they look at you. Every Day of the Dead thing I made, it's like they're looking at you. Anyway, but it's kind of piratey. So I literally that was why I got it. So I'm gonna start with the simplest thing. First of all, I'm only gonna show you this. It's not a video or anything, but this was a sign. It's actually really cute for $1. It stands, it's got a kickstand. But, I used the marker and outlined it, and I can't even tell you how quickly that took that from to oh. Anyway, so I'm just showing that. I tell you guys all the time, but just edging out these pieces makes a huge, huge difference. Okay, so they had these banners or garlands. They had garlands. There was 2 of them. One of the garlands, I took a couple pieces out of it, and I did a pillow for a super easy Halloween decoration. Anyway, the other 2, it's going to twist on me, but the other 2, I put them together and made a garland using both of them because they had one garland that was the painted ones like that, and the other one that was just these multicolored, and I think it's super cute. So it's going to go out there for my decoration. So it's so easy just to take and enhance what they already gave us. So there's that. How easy was that? And then where am I going to go next? Oh, they had these really large Day of the Dead signs, and they were hanging, you just hung them up. So I took the 3 of them, And all I did was put them on a nautical rope. And now this is like super kind of cool, substantial thing that's gonna hang somewhere outside. Maybe on my arch for the wedding. Actually, that's not bad. Anyway, hadn't thought of that. Oh no, I know what I might put on there though. Yeah, I'll show you that. That's coming up. Okay, so all I did was put them on one so I can hang them all together. Here's why. I'm gonna tell you guys this. So they'll make really cute things like this, but really, do you want to hang up 3 separate things on your walls? Whereas if you put them all on one like this, you can hang it on the back of a door. You could hang it next to a slider. You could, I mean, there's all kinds of places you could hang it, and it's not 3 separate ones, but they're all so cool. It's like I didn't want to just get one. Like, I mean, I just think they're so vibrant. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Oh, I should do let me do my thumbnail. Wait, I have to do it this one so that it doesn't show. Hey. Okay. But they were all really cool. Okay, so I put those on one. So there's that. Let's see, where am I going to go to next? They had a galvanized skull, and then they also had this felt craft thing for like to do with kids. And so I took the felt craft thing and I used it on the galvanized to make a skull. So this kind of looks like a Mexican wrestling mask to me, but doesn't it? It's okay. I mean, it was fun. So, and it was just, I was just doing like everything Day of the Dead that I found at the Dollar Tree. I like bought it all and did them all. So some of them are better than others, you know, like whatever. I could take it off. Ooh, that looks kind of cool that way, doesn't it? Anyway, so it was a skull. So I did that. Okay, let's see. They had the like this, like I did with the big faces. They had the smaller ones that had like 4 pieces on it hanging. So those are cute, but I never really liked those. I'm always taking those apart. And so what I did was just made like a gathering of Day of the Dead. So this came off a sign because I did this thing with signs and I had 2 of them. And then I thought this was just kind of fun just to put them all over this. And the back side, I used a top of a garden trellis for my base. And then this is the bottom of some sign I deconstructed. But kind of fun, like just like maybe on the back of the bar to put this at the wedding or something. I don't know, they're just fun. It was fun to play with this stuff. All right, and then this is actually one of my favorite things, which my guy broke this morning, so I had to fix it. He was like, so sorry, and I was like, not a big deal, I can fix it. They always make the coolest boxes, don't they? Dollar Tree does. And I'm always like, I always buy a set, and then I'm like, why? What am I gonna do with them? But this one worked out really well. Like I've promised, I have not bought any Christmas boxes because I've promised myself I am not buying any Christmas boxes because what do you do with them? There's like only so many things you can do. They're super cool for gift wrapping, but not for crafting. So anyway, but this one is very cool and I love it. This is the boxes. And so I made this totem pole. So he knocked it off the counter today and I had to super glue it because it broke this, but anyway, it was fine. All right, this is so simple. And I mean, it's just the boxes glued on this podium or stand. It's a candle holder, right? One of their candle. Let me drop it again. But it's so cool and it's nice and tall and you can put this anywhere for decoration. Now the one thing is the back side of these boxes have this, which I didn't do anything about. But I did want to say to you guys, it would be super easy to put one of these on the back and make it 2-sided, right? So if you were doing this for home, you could just buy that garland thing and take these off and put them on the back. And then they're completed on the back side too. So just a thought for you. These don't really work, the colored ones, because you would see the white. Well, almost, but the other ones are better. Anyway, so I want to show you that. This is so light, which is really nice. Like a super light decoration. And this will be really cool somewhere outside for the wedding. I don't know where. Maybe he won't knock it over again. Okay, where to next? Because I had so much fun with the Day of the Dead stuff. Then they had this really cool sign, and I was like so in love with it when I saw it. I think I told you guys the story when I was in a Dollar Tree and I'm leaving and they were putting this stuff out, and so I went and grabbed it. So this was one of the things that I grabbed. But I just want to show you, all I did to pop this sign up was, well, and you'll see in the video, I outlined the entire sign. So I had to take this off to outline it. If you do that, if you decide to copy this in any way, draw a line so you know exactly where to put them back once you take them off. Anyway, And all I did was, can you guys see that I used my metallic markers? Can you get a little bit of sparkle on that? It's not much, but you guys, it's just enough to make this sign more vibrant. And then I added some glitz up here and then a flower, which I used the metallic markers to metallicize up. And I think this sign now is super cute. I think I'll put it over the doorway on the wedding day, Day of the Dead. Which, you're gonna laugh at one of the things I did today. Okay, then they had these really cool ceramic ones. So I did a couple of ceramic Day of the Deads. Now, I'm going to tell you something. So this is really interesting because, I'm just like having fun doing these. Most of the Day of the Deads, they'll have like black eyes, like this, right? They have black eyes and then they'll have something in the eye. So I didn't do that on these, but just FYI, you could, right? I could have stuck a sticker in there. But I did this complete with markers, and I wanted to show you guys that they were done completely with markers. Because there's a lot of ceramics they're starting to sell ceramics there now. Now, painting on ceramics is great fun. I've done it a lot. But the thing about using the permanent markers, and these are just the Jot permanent markers, is the colors are so strong and so bright. Do you see that? You could seal this. I could seal this with a clear sealer, or I could Mod Podge over the whole thing. But look at how bright those colors are. And do you know how much easier it is to control a marker versus a paintbrush? So that's just my little tidbit there, you guys. And also, if you want to do crafts with your children, having them marker on ceramics is way easier than painting. So there's that one. And then I absolutely love this one. And again, this is so easy. It's just so easy. But just using the Jot markers. Look at that. Okay. So, and I just followed the embellishments that were on it. Like I didn't add anything extra. So whatever was on there is what I used. By the way, if you mess up at all, because that's probably, it was wet and I touched my finger and then touched there, but Mr. Eraser, Magic Eraser takes that off. Okay, so anyway, I love these. I think they're super cute, super easy. Just use Jot markers. And let's see, where am I gonna go next? Okay, I think I'll do this one next. I actually think I might put this above the archway when we get married. I love this. It's like Mr. and Mrs. What I wanted to show you guys on this one is, again, I know they sell us these wood forms and everybody wants to paint them or stain them, but you don't have to. This is the oil pastels, which I talked about on Thursday's video, right? Because I did that pumpkin using. Look at these. These are just oil pastels. I'm going to say it again. You could use crayons. Trust me, you could use crayons. Crayons would be fine. And you can seal this with Mod Podge, or you can seal this with a clear sealer, but you don't even have to seal it. But look at how fun it looks. I need to get it up against white so you guys can see. Forget that. But do you see how bright the colors are on that? Even though, it's just the colors on the wood. I love this, and I actually think I might put it on the arch. By the way, do you love my shirt? If you got it, haunt it. I mean, it's Halloween, right? We're getting close to Halloween. Okay, so I love this one. And then I'm going to save the funniest one for last. So, because I think I made a funny one. But then I bought 5 skulls. So let me just show you. Hold on. I'm going to show you one from last year. Okay, so last year I did Day of the Dead skulls. And I didn't do anything to the skulls. I just left them skulls and I decorated them all up. These are also being used in the wedding. The ones I did last year. So these are just normal skull colored, right? So this year I had purchased the peelable primer at the Dollar Tree. It stinks, it's awful, but it might just be a bad bottle. So if I find it again, I will buy it again. But I got enough out of it to mostly paint the skulls. And so I painted the skulls white this time. So these are the exact same skulls, but I painted them. And then I markered the eyes and the nose and the teeth, right? And then just bedazzled them. So this happens to be one of my favorite. These were eyelashes that they sell at the Dollar Tree. Don't you love those eyelashes? And all the jewels. Just had fun with it. Okay, so there's one. Then here's another one I did with a mask. And I used, this is just like, one of the Mardi Gras masks. This one I think kind of looks piratey because it's like gold and that big mask. Anyway, so there's that one. It's gonna be hard. I won't be able to show them all to you. And here's another one with a mask, but it's more of a Day of the Dead mask. Just to give you guys some ideas too about how easy this can be, right? And you don't have to paint them. Let me show you another one from last year, just so you guys understand. You can do these without painting them. I mean, they're fun. Like this is another one. It's not painted, and I cut a hole in the head and put florals in that. Look at how cool that one is from last year. Last year, this was one of the sippy cups, and I made it. These are all going outside for wedding decorations, by the way. Okay, so there's just it's such a difference when you paint them and when you don't paint them. And then I did this one, which is really cool with a headband, very Day of the Dead, right? With the floral on there. And I even put sparklies in the flowers because that really makes a difference. There's some more eyelashes on that one. And it doesn't look like they have braces. I always think it looks like they have braces on these. But anyway, okay, so... And the last, was this the last one? I'm trying to double check. Is this one also all bejeweled? I love these. So I think these are fun. They're really cool. Day of the Dead skulls that I painted white, but you don't have to paint it white because you can do them without painting them white, which is what I did last year. And they were cool last year too. Did I show them all to you? There was 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I showed you all those. Okay. So the last thing I'm going to show you is definitely something that I'm using as a wedding decoration. And I'll probably hang it like on the front door or something, or on the gate, because people are going to come through the side gate to go to the backyard. Do you guys like my purple lipstick, by the way? Because I was wearing purple. This is the hard candy lipstick, by the way, that was $1 at the Dollar Tree. All right, so this is just funny. I took apart the 2 signs. They had sticks that were these 2. They were in the, ground sticks, and then they had a little sign that said Day of the Dead, which was what I used on this one. See, that Day of the Dead came off of one of those. And so then there was another one. So I made my own little sign for the wedding. It says, November 13th, 2021, Mr. and Mrs. R, Day of the Dead. I could hide the Day of the Dead if I want. And I could put a pirate patch. I thought about putting a pirate patch on each one of these and maybe a feather bloom coming off that one. But for now, right now, I was just doing this. I think this is just really funny. Anyway, so that's my Day of the Dead stuff, you guys. It was fun. I just love this kind of stuff. It's just really fun. And so I had a good time making all of these. They are going to be used as wedding decorations. And then after that, I probably won't keep them all because, like, how many skulls can I put all over my house on Halloween? Maybe I should just make some totem poles of skulls with them. Oh, I could do that afterwards. That might be kind of cool, actually. So, okay, guys, that's it. So enjoy watching how I made these. Thanks for coming on a Sunday and watching this. That was my Day of the Dead. Why do I feel... No. How does the song go now? I always feel like somebody's watching me and I get no privacy. Whoa. Anyway, I just felt like they were just watching you. They had them all over my kitchen counter here. Okay, now I'm going to pack them up, put them out in the wedding stuff so we can decorate with them. You guys enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, great week, a great life. And as always, from your singing crafty crafter, happy hunting at your local Dollar Tree. Enjoy the rest of this video. Bye, besties. I'll see you on Tuesday. is just a big sign that says Day of the Dead, and all I'm going to do is take my furniture marker and outline it all. I may have to pry off the skull to put it back on. And yeah, and then I'm going to like three-dimensionalize some of the little flowers and stuff on here just to make it pop a little bit. Thought about giving eyelashes, but it's a guy, so I guess I can't. Yeah, okay. Maybe a bow on a ribbon on the top hat. I removed that, like I said, and then I took a Sharpie and outlined that skull, and then all around the entire sign. I say this every time, you guys, but it makes such a huge difference when you do that. And after I did that, I glued him back on. But if you were going to do this, before you take him off, I would flip it over and draw a line so you know exactly, you can line it up perfectly again. I didn't do that. So I had to line it up like visually when I went to glue him back on, and there was little brads that had to match up. Well, then I got my glitter markers, and it's really hard to tell in this video, but it made such a huge difference. You'll watch, just kind of watch as I'm coloring, you'll see this sign just get a little more vibrant, and they just worked so well. Actually, I need to buy some new ones because I think they're starting to run out. But it just made such a difference, like just taking this sign a little bit over the top. And so I just went around using, you know, the appropriate colors on the appropriate things and just trying to get a little bit of sparkle on there. So obviously it's not like if I had put Mod Podge and glitter, which would be a lot more, right? I didn't do that. I just used the glitter pens. And like I said, they worked really well. So after I did this and sort of covered everything on there, I did get some glitter ribbon, and see how his top hat, there's like that place where there's a bow or something like that. Anyway, what I did was I did the glitter ribbon, and I was gonna forget the part where it was showing through and just do a piece straight across, but it didn't quite look right. I ended up going ahead and following the shadow that was on there from the brim of the hat, glued that down, and then I just got a flower, and I started using the markers, the glitter markers on this flower. Oh my gosh, it worked so well. It was just a little pop that this sign needed. Super simple, and it just needed something else to take it from, you know, drab to fun. And then it was all done. Hope you guys like it. This is a box, a set of boxes of the, you know, Day of the Dead, sugar skulls, whatever. And I have a riser thing here. I'm going to make a totem pole of these. So I'm going to glue the lids on all of them. I mean, I thought about just doing the lids, but I just think it looks more substantial and cooler to have the sides on it. So I'm going to, although the inside of these boxes are really cool, but it's okay. They're very cool. But I am going to glue the boxes on and then make a totem pole out of them. So simple. Just popped some hot glue just along the sides and glued those lids on just to make them permanent. And then it was just building the totem pole. On the first one, I put him a little leaning so that there would be some stability to it, because otherwise it would have just been resting on the chin. And then I just sort of built up from there. This is so easy, but it looks really cool. And because it's the skulls, it works, like to make this totem pole. I love it. This is just a galvanized skull head thing, but I want to take the this is a felt Day of the Dead, And I just want to take the felt pieces and use it on this. And I hope that'll work, but it all fits, just to decorate it all up. The idea for this was good. I just don't know that it executed really well. But that's okay. I mean, I was just trying to show lots of different ways that you could do some of these sugar skulls or Day of the Dead skulls or whatever. And I just thought this one was pretty easy. So this is a great project to do with a kid, although you could do it on the felt, which the craft came with. But I thought it was kind of fun to put it on the galvanized and make that galvanized more of a, you know, Day of the Dead sugar skull. I don't know if there's a difference, but anyway. So I just played with these. Now what I will say is I glued them on sticking out, and then I just trimmed with my scissors, which was the best way to do it, and it worked really well. Because the skull, the galvanized skull, was smaller than the felt one that had been there. So anyway, so first I did the hot glue, and that didn't work. I do this every time. Hot glue does not work on galvanized. I don't know why I play this game, but I do every time. So then I got my big glue stick. That worked perfect, absolutely perfect. And so I just glued everything on with the glue stick. Like I said, I didn't trim until after I glued. And I was covering up those holes to hang, which later on I had to poke back through. I really cut down the mouth because it was way oversized. And that worked out well as well. And then just added a couple more embellishments, just playing with it. And I left it just at that. Even though I could have added jewels and stuff, I didn't, because I was like, no, I want to be able to do this like with a child or something. And these are, again, my glitter markers, just adding a little bit of extra stuff with the glitter markers. I messed it up, so I had to wipe it off. But this is totally however you want to do it. You could use just permanent markers, and it probably would work better than the glitter markers. They weren't as vibrant on here as I would have necessarily wanted. But I did add some stuff to it, and it worked well. And that was pretty much it. And then this was done. And I had to poke the holes back through the purple to get the hanger on there. So this is just, all of these sugar skulls are just personal preference on how you want to decorate them up. So, but I think this is a great fun one that kids can do. These are the three Day of the Dead signs. And all I'm going to do is add a little three-dimensionalizing to some of them, and to some parts of them. And then I'm going to hang the three of them together like this. It's going to be a rather large wall hanging piece. And I might hang it off of... No, I'm going to hang them all like in a line. But this is super easy. First things first, let's outline those babies so they pop. So I outlined them, all three of them, and then I just took some nautical rope. I put a loop knot on the top of it so that it could hang from that. And then I used the ribbon that's on these for hanging them individually, I used to attach to this rope. So I put the loop knot, and then I put another knot a little bit further down, and that was so that I could tie this on there. So all I did was cut open that ribbon, or maybe I untied it. I'm not sure. I can't remember now. And just knotted it over that knot that I put in the rope so that it would stay there, so it wouldn't drop down further. That was just to keep it in place. I don't show on video, but I did go back later and drop a little bead of hot glue at the bottom of each one of the heads so that they wouldn't twirl around on the rope. I don't show that on video, but I did do that. And then after I got the one in, I'm just tucking the tails through the knot so they don't pop out the front. And then it was just a matter of always removing signs. I don't know why. I get obsessed. And then I have to. And why do I film this? Why do I make you guys watch me remove them? I don't know. But I do. It's like, it's just a thing with me. Oh, I can't stand those. And they just don't come off easy no matter what you do. One of the best things I've ever gotten at Dollar Tree is this little scraper tool that I think is actually for doing vinyl stuff with, I think. I don't know. I use it for scraping the stickers off all the time. So then I did try and just give myself like a little tiny bit of measurement, like what distance did I want to do, and then I stuck my finger there, held my finger there, and pulled that knot to that point, because that's where I wanted it. That's how low I wanted it to hang down, and then just repeated that process, right? So now I'm just going to put the second one on, and then I did a little bit of measuring to put the third one on. And then after I hung it, I did come back and run a bead of glue on each one of them to keep the faces stabilized on that rope, but I don't show that on film. So that's pretty much it, and this one is done. I did not end up doing anything three-dimensional to the faces like I initially thought I would, but these were already had so much going on with them. I think it was totally fine, but I did like hanging all three of them together like this. It's just kind of a cool, like, perfect thing to hang on, you know, if you have sliders, to hang on the side of your sliding glass doors, or off a bookshelf, or a hall tree or something. It's just, they're big, and you put the three of them together, it makes just a nice hanging decor piece. So, and that was it. I'm going to put this last one on, and then we're done. I hope you guys like this one too. $3 for this nice big piece. These are 2 garlands that are Day of the Dead. This couldn't be any simpler, because basically what I'm going to do is take the 2 garlands and make them one. So we are just going to restring it so that it's one. But then I have this garland here, and so I want to anchor the garland with, I think, one of the hats. I'm not sure. And there's this one too. No, I'll probably just anchor it with one of the faces. One of these. I'll put an anchor on it. Maybe not. First, I got them out and counted them. I had used 3 of these painted faces to do a Halloween pillow on one of my previous videos. So I had more of the plain colored ones than the decorative ones. And so I ended up doing 2 solids, then a painted, then a solid, and a paint. So I had to figure all that out. And then I just used both strings and tied them together. What I didn't do was permanently put these in a position. So you could still slide these around. And, but yeah, I just don't understand why you wouldn't add these 2 together, because it was so easy to do, and they complement each other. Easy. Perfect. I did not film an intro to this, so these are, or if I did, I've lost it. These are the ceramic sugar skulls, and I did this to show you guys. These are permanent markers, and it works so effectively, and there's so much more control with a marker than you have with a paintbrush. So I've painted lots of things like these with paintbrushes. I also love doing that, but for this particular thing, to show you guys how cool they could look with the markers, and also Permanent markers are really vibrant in their colors. So it's the perfect kind of thing for this kind of project because those sugar skulls, you know, are pretty vibrant in their colors. So you're going to watch me color a bunch of stuff here. I'm not going to keep talking. You can just watch and I'll play some music, but this was very therapeutic. I loved how they came out. Although the one with the big black eyes looks like he's got sunglasses on. So anyway, so enjoy some coloring. This is a part of a sign that I took apart. They make them, they have like the half moon on the top of them. Anyway, so it's the base, which I've saved. This is part of a garden trellis thing. And then I have these two Day of the Dead, like, I don't know, hangy down things. Not even sure what you would call them. But anyway, so I'm going to make, and then also I have this, which is the leftover from when I pulled out the Mr. and Mrs. ones. And then I have this one. So I'm thinking about using this like as a base and then putting a bunch of them. I may use this one, I may not. I'm just going to see. First, I'm going to furniture mark this all black and then start building. That is the top half of a garden trellis, which I used for something else. And I kept that part. I like it, it's kind of scrolly. So I did a zip tie in the middle to get that to pop into that little groove there. This was the bottom half of a Dollar Tree sign that I took apart and used the other part for something else. So I popped some hot glue in there and put some glue on the sides. And there was a little finagling there, but eventually I got it to stay. Then just removed all of these skulls. This is just a matter of building. I did, of course, have to go around and edge all these in black marker first because they don't have anything on the sides. So I did that after I pulled them all apart. I went over all of them with marker. And as I was building this, like I took some of those top hats and put them on the skulls and just kind of tried to build like just a funky decor piece with all these skulls. What I like about it is it's a more substantial piece. I always say that, and I don't have these dangly things that I don't really know what to do with. I never know what to do with those really. Although I just made a bigger one, but that's a little different. Anyway, I think this came out actually really cute in the end. I liked it, and I'm just using leftover pieces to be quite honest in the base and the trellis. And the reason for the trellis was to give it some in the background, like the metal connecting the whole thing. Anyway, it came out cute. I like it. And this is just, again, taking some pieces that they give us and switching it up a little bit. I really hope you guys like this one also. These are the two wood forms that are the Day of the Dead. Anyway, I'm going to do these with the oil pastels. I think it'll look really cool. And then I might add some glitter or just leave it that way. And I'm just going to play with it and see what I come up with. I love these oil pastels. On the wood, they actually work so nice. They just, because they're like a chalk with a wax or an oil in it. So I love the colors. It's almost cartoonish in the color, and I really like it. All I do is just pick colors and sort of paint this thing up. I did not put any sealer on it, but you could, of course, with like a Mod Podge or something, or a spray clear. I just colored. So I'm going to do some coloring here, then I'm going to glue them together and add a ribbon onto it. So I don't need to talk through that whole thing. You guys can watch me color once again on this one. But I think these came out really good using those pastels. So just a thought, an idea as to something you can use when you're doing these wood forms, because I absolutely loved how that came out. I really get into my coloring. Can you tell? Enjoy watching the rest of it. I have like 5 of these, and I am going to go spray paint them with the peelable primer stuff that I got at the Dollar Tree and get them white so I can do them like Day of the Dead skulls, all white ones. I sprayed them all. That paint wasn't the greatest, but anyway, eventually I got them sprayed, and then I had to blacken out the eyes and the nose and do the teeth all over again on all of them. So I'm not going to walk you through each one because obviously you can see what I've done here. But this was fun. I actually really like this. Now last year I did Day of the Dead ones, but I used actually just the skull color. I didn't paint them white. This was fun to have them all white and do this. I hope you guys like these. You can just watch me decorate them up here in high speed. And I try to do them all a little bit differently with a little bit different take on that. So enjoy. Also, you could just paint these too, you guys, if you wanted to paint them in the Day of the Dead colors. It's another option. But you can watch me create the rest of them. Enjoy. have one of the black signs, a couple of these, which I think these are really cute, and I'm tempted to make this Mr. and Mrs. sign for our wedding. But I also have some other, this is like a dangling thing of Day of the Dead things, and so I don't know. I'm just gonna start creating and see what I do. But I really did think like a Mr. and Mrs. would be super cute for our wedding to make a sign, or just to put the date maybe. Anyway, but I'll start creating and then figure it out.